What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for Proto-GT Challenge at Sebring. A nice multi-class race, 30-minute race. We're going to see how it goes. Just getting my participation race in for this week here. No real expectation, as usual, and much like my video from Friday in IMSA here in the LMDH, I have literally 0 laps of practice. I built my set like a week ago and called it good. So we're going to see how this goes. I got to readjust my brain just a little bit to untrain myself from the LMDH and get my brain back into this. I think I built it for medium downforce just because there are so many twisty bits here and big brake zones and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Very bumpy track, obviously, but a track I like a lot. I'm not that good here. I'm not exactly sure why, because I do like it a lot and I've raced here for a long time. It's just not ever really fit my driving style. There are kind of a lot of like medium speed corners, which aren't usually my thing, but they're, even in prototype high downforce cars, I can usually figure that out. So whatever. Anyways, we got about 9 or 10 minutes here to get up to speed, see how we do. Not exactly sure what we're going to have for pace, what our expectation is. We're probably going to have maybe 3 splits. I'm not exactly sure. It's a Friday night, so that's good. But excuse me, I got the hiccups. I've been out and eating ice cream. Um, yeah, so we'll see what we got. I think Steven, guy from Niban's Discord, is in here as well in the HPD, and similar iron to me, just below 1500. So maybe we'll be in a split with him, which would be cool. We'll get out there and run some laps here shortly. Looks like I at least have some setup, and no idea if it's medium downforce or what it is. Medium, cool. So we'll take that. We'll get out there. Looks like sub 150 is at least solid. I don't know if that's fast or what we're playing for again here, but we'll give it a whirl. Come out of the pits and get up to speed and see what we got. No idea again what to expect. And no real expectations. If we're bad, we're bad. We just need to get past halfway, the 15-minute mark, so we can get this on our done list for the week. So let this guy go here since he's on a flying lap, obviously. I have enjoyed racing Pro GT Challenge this season. Been good to have a series that I can race a lot of weeks and enjoy it. I do always love prototype racing, so let me know in the comments below or in Discord or anything whether you think I should run more Proto-GT Challenge and more HPD races in Season 2 coming up here in just a couple of weeks, or whether I should move on to something else, different car, different series, whatever. I'll try to let this guy get away a little bit so we don't run up on him and get to a flyer. So let me know what you think. Should we do some more of this? Should we drive this car more, drive other cars in this series more, drive other series more? So I do enjoy racing prototypes. They are one of my favorite cars. I either, prefer either prototypes, high power, high downforce, or, the really, really slow stuff. So I also have some other ideas of things I might want to race, but I'll keep those close to the vest for now. But let me know what you think about this series. It's good to see it's had a nice resurgence for this season. This year, really, it's been really popular for the most part, most weeks, which is great to see. Super glad about that. It's a series that when I got into serious road racing was already pretty much dead on iRacing, so it's nice now that it's come back and doing pretty well. So, ooh, that was almost a big crash there. I'm having to relearn and readjust a little bit from where the LMDH grip levels were, so gotta be mindful of that. A little bit less downforce in this car, but obviously quite a bit more twitchy as well. So, all right, see where we're at here on the first lap. Just as a sighter. Again, medium downforce, we're gonna have plenty of downforce and braking power, but not quite as much straight line speed as you might like to have. Just leave it in second here. Front end doesn't cut quite as hard in this car as it does in the HPD, or excuse me, LMDH. And they're quite a bit too deep. Just a mistake by me. Looking at too many things around instead of focusing, but survived, so it's all good. Probably gonna be 16 or 17 laps here, I would assume, in this one. So plenty of time. Oh, not quite enough downforce and or tire heat to get through there flat. We're going to definitely have to go for at least another lap or two here and see if we can run a little bit better. Again, the problem with this is that actually the GT1 cars on the straightaway are pretty fast. I just followed that guy off there. GT1 cars are pretty fast in a straight line. They obviously do not have the downforce of the cornering or braking of an HPD. So, all right, here we go. Again, no real performance goals here. Just kind of survive would be goal number one. Let's see where this lap is. Not a very good one though. 52.3. That's quite a bit off. I think I can go quite a bit faster than that. That dead one over there, just sitting. Yeah, we're about 3 seconds off pace of the fast guys. Some of those guys we've seen in races before, Babineau. Still probably be a little bit deeper in there. A nice gain though, about 0.3 just in the hairpin there. If we could get down sub 51, I'd be happy with that. So. Just dropped the wheel there. Didn't affect too much speed though, so we should still be able to get a good mark of where we're at. Good exit there onto the backstretch. Gonna gain about 0.4 there just from that. We're right at about that 51 dead mark. Get through sunset here decently enough. There, we'll get a little bit of toe down to turn 1 here. Should be a better lap. 51.1. Car ahead has no idea how fast to take that corner. Good grief, okay. Great exit right there. It was a decent corner though. Still got enough time to finish this lap, so go ahead and do that. Big crash there. Looks like a lot of guys are at a low to mid 49. Again, part of it as well, I didn't even think about it, could be that they're running low downforce, so just because you can do that doesn't mean they're gonna be able to survive the whole race doing that. So maybe in Q trim that's gonna be the way to go, is low downforce and just run the fast lap, but I prefer to be safe. See what we can do. I don't think we'll be bad, and again, survival is the name of the game. Keep it clean, keep it on track will be #1 goal. These next again, they're up about 10.5. Again, if we can get through sunset decently here, we should be around 51 flat, which would be okay. So. There we go, about 0.2 gain there. 50.85. Someone did run a 48 there. Ryan, she had 49.28, excuse me. So about 1.5 seconds off of the fast guys, but that's okay. We're in the ballpark, so we'll see how we can do. No names that really jump off the page to me. Enzo was very, very fast. He's been fast most weeks here. Here's Steven. I just missed him. Maybe he ran a lap, but no, it looks like he moved up here. So there's Steven. Hopefully he has a good race. Hopefully he's in our split. That'd be cool. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Like I said, we're second half off or so, but I figured that, again, no practice, or what, my 3 practice laps we just did there, so that's alright. We'll be in the ballpark. I need to go jump in Discord. I forgot about that in case Spencer shows up to hang out. Forgot about that. That's my bad. How do I share my screen? Let's go this one. Come on. Come on, Discord. There we go. Alright, so cool, we're in there. We are just about ready to race. Ready to go. Again, probably going to be 16 to 17 laps, not exactly sure on that. But should be good enough. Again, hopefully we can compete. If we can run, I shouldn't say anything. I don't know what number we're going to be or what the split looks like or anything, but we'll find out here very shortly. We do have to load back into the track, which kind of sucks. Sebring, this is the updated the graphics here a couple seasons ago. Does take quite a bit longer to load into now. It is very high tech, and that's why you heard me mention in the LMDH video, the IMSA video from last week, that some places around here really do hurt my frames, which is tough to do. I have everything pretty well trimmed down, but some places around here we're seeing 75, 80, 85, which the majority of the tracks, not all, but the majority, I'm getting easy 100 capped. So this is a very high load graphics track now, but it's not too crazy. It's not anything too punishing. I feel like some tracks, especially some of them really diverse ones like New Okayama with rain, are probably going to break my PC. But we'll deal with that when we come to it later. So, all right, we are loaded in. Hopefully we are not the one car. We are not, but we did make top split, I do believe. So. No Steven in here, so he's going to be at the top of the other split, but that does mean that we're right at the bottom of this split, so only 2 Fords, but we did make top split here. There are, looks like, come on, scroll, you stupid piece of shit. All right, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars ahead of me, so there are 13 HPDs, of which we are the 10th, I believe, so again, if we could just end up with a nice top 10 run here, a nice 0x, that'd be cool with me. No idea what our pace is actually like, but yeah, we should be thereabouts, somewhere up in there. So let's see if we can find a Q set. Not that it really matters too much. Not going to be fast, but Sebring Q trim. There we go. If my freaking mouse would work. I don't know what's up with my mouse. I don't know if it's a like a battery issue. It hasn't died, even though it's been acting weird, or if it's dirty or what it is. But you know, whatever. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, I appreciate you coming. We got about a minute till Q here, so we'll just chill, but I appreciate everybody stopping in. Make sure you drop that like and the sub down below. I don't want to miss any of the action from iRacing, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, Camaro content coming up this week. Hopefully we'll see. Anything else I may post, we're going to have to wait and see exactly how all the details work out. But I hope everybody's having a great Monday, a great week, or if you're watching a similar time, a great day. Wherever you are, hope everybody's doing well, happy, healthy, and safe. So. About 30 seconds again, no idea what we're going to be at for a Q pace. I'd like to think we'll be up, somewhere in the middle. 13 cars should be a decent enough split if Cristiano's not going to join, which he may or may not. We'll see. I got the hiccups so bad right now. Again, we're up just over 1,600 and some change, so that's going to keep us in the ballpark. We might have had only 2 splits here, actually, if there are 26 cars. That might be an HPD only split number 2. So, all right, I'm ready to go out and queue here. Enzo will be fast. Sheehan, Babineau will be fast. Who else do we see in there? Wagoner, I think, was the other one that was pretty fast. So, we'll see what we can do. We'll just give it our best, and we can put a lap in that's up in the ballpark. So, let's get on track. Qualify. Plenty of everything to get going. We just gotta make sure we get some tire heat here on this outlap and give it 2 good ones. There we go. first lap's not going to really be a banker lap, but we're just going to run a nice, smooth, consistent one, hopefully. And then lap number 2, if we have a nice, solid first lap, we'll push it a little bit. Honestly, even though they're both top-level prototypes, this doesn't really handle very much at all like the LMDH, so it's a little bit of a change. This is much more skatey, not nearly as darty, but obviously a little bit more brute force in this. All motor, no hybrid system, obviously back in the late 2000s when this car was the LMP2 open cockpit car, so. Here we go, first of 2 laps coming up. There's Cristiano. So we will have our full field of 13 HPDs. Here we go, Q lap number 1. Let's get it. I did the exact same thing I did last night in the LMDH, except it didn't count for a 0x for some reason somehow, so we got away with it there, just barely, but I did the same thing in last night's LMDH race that you saw Friday. Just hit the wall, turning in too sharply, too early to turn 1 on my first Q lap. Thankfully we got away with that one, so we'll at least get a lap here. This car is very damage sensitive, so even though we got away with that, we might have gotten a little bit of damage, so we just have to be mindful of that. Hopefully it doesn't hurt us too bad, if at all. I just don't quite trust the front grip of this car enough to really, really push, but we're doing okay. This is an okay lap. If we can finish it out, it'll be a solid first lap to be up in there somewhere. A little bit of a slide on the backstretch here, but should be able to get hard in the sunset. Get some nice corner speed through there and start our second flyer. Not turn into the turn 1 wall this time, preferably. Alright, let's see what this one is. Should be a little bit faster with the low fuel. 50.6, that's okay. Carried quite a bit more speed there by not smashing the wall, funnily enough. Funny how that works, isn't it? Decent exit from there, a little bit less slide than the previous lap. Up just shy of 4/10 here, up to the hairpin. A bit more aggressive entry and turn in there, still just about broke even on exit. Maybe a little bit slower, but we're still alright. I just pushed it because I thought we were good. I thought I got the nose turned in enough, and I knew that that was our chance to make up a little bit of time. Just didn't quite work out. We'll finish out this lap, see what it would have been, see how many spots it cost us, but it's not going to be too many. It's only going to be maybe 4/10 of a second. I've actually not had a great end of the lap after that anyways, so 3 or 4/10 is going to be what our number would have been, which sucks, but again, I'd rather push it, make the mistake in Q than That's why you run the first banker lap, though, and you get the first on the board. So yeah, about 3/10 or so. Right at 3/10, which would have put us at a 50:37, which is way off everybody else. So front couple of guys there fast, that would have put us right on top of Ryan in the 9 cars. So didn't really end up costing us anything at all. So that's all right. We can take that. It cost us maybe 1 spot, maybe. But again, 7-6. It's all the same, really. So we will get ready to race. Sebring race trim, ready to go. Again, probably going to be a pretty spread HPD field just with the ironing spread. So again, there's 1 car within 1.2 seconds in front of us, and then we got just under a second to Pete behind us. So, excuse me, again, definitely some spread. Jason and Cristiano still to run if they're gonna run, but we will take what we got. Jeez, Justin, I'm losing it, and I apologize. I will continue to hiccup throughout this entire race just because, again, I'm blaming ice cream and I'm blaming much talking here. So it's all good, and we will get ready to rock and roll. Hopefully we can just have a nice, smooth, fun race. That's the goal number 1, enjoyable. Next week's going to be a little bit of a quieter week. We got a couple things to record, but going to be a little bit less racing next week, which will be good to kind of take some time off of that. So only about 8 races scheduled for next week as of now, so that would be nice to kind of check all those off and be done with that. That'd be a good thing for me to have a little bit of a more chill week. Still sitting in 7th on the speed chart right now, comfortably. Again, we were right on top of Ryan for that 6th spot, but again, we'll see if we can beat him in race trim then. So we know that that's about our Q speed. We're not running with the top 5 unless they have spins or make mistakes or anything. So good laps by all those guys. You know, again, we would have been about a second and a half or so off of John's pole lap currently if we hadn't made that mistake. So that's okay. That's about what I expected. So I'm pretty happy with that as a time. So get ready to rock and roll. Couple more seconds. Cristiano does run a lap. Again, we got a pretty nice gap here. In the same ballpark as Pete, but I think our time is decent enough. We should be able to fight for 6th, 7th. Maybe we'll snag a top 5 if there's some spins ahead or traffic issues or something. So take that. Get ready to rock and roll here. Looks like everybody is here. Hop on the grid. Got a full pace lap here today. Uncheck all my tires and fuel. We don't need it. Again, going to probably be 16, 17 laps. I would assume 17. We'll see, though. Maybe not. Anyways, see what we can do here. I appreciate y'all stopping by again, as always. Make sure you drop that like and a sub so that you can keep seeing good content like this. And let me know what you think about this series. If you want to see more Proto-GT in the upcoming weeks and into next season, let me know. I'd be more than happy to run it. Great car, great series. I'm glad it's come back and been so strong.
Good luck, everybody. I love you.
We'll see. So wait till everybody grids up here, and then we will get rolling off for our full pace lap, in which our rear tires will drop about.
I love you too, random citizen.
Another point of 1.0 tire pressure. So
not as much as I love him.
We'll see. These guys are all awfully friendly. All right. There's 6th. Now we're waiting on Pete in 8th.
I love you, John Davin.
So the top about 5 guys are all within about 8/10 or so, a little bit less. So see if they have a nice good fight with some drafting going on, and maybe get a couple freebies if they all die. Maybe we'll be able to stay on top of them with some tow. So gotta be smart and smooth and consistent. Survive this first lap or 2 with the cold tires. See how this goes. So.
Hey, John. Oh yeah, let me just pull over and check the race.
If only they knew. Same thing I said Thursday. All right, rolling off here. Gonna lose so much tire temp around here on the pace laps, so it's gonna really be a struggle for, again, probably 2 laps. Try to avoid damage. Remember back at the Nürburgring in this car, we had a great run going, got turn 1, lap 1, right front damage on the Nürburgring combined race there, and I don't know how much speed it cost us, but it was certainly some, so the car was a little bit hurt, and we had to struggle through the rest of that race with it, so try to avoid that here today. We're on row 4, so hopefully we can avoid that.
Come on, Corvette. Let's try to stay together.
Still the big idea here. It's like they're having issues back there. Interesting. I wonder if there's a glitch with that cone there for the hairpin brake marker, because I've seen it knocked over now in all the races I've done here the last couple of weeks. And who knows? Maybe it's supposed to be like that. It just looks pretty strange, so I'm not sure. But again, I think we're going to be fighting with Ryan for 6th place here potentially. Maybe we can stay on the back of some of these guys ahead of us. Maybe not. But if we can get anywhere in the single digits would be, I think, an okay finish for this. I think I'd like to run 7th or better since we're qualified. I think we can do that if we don't make any mistakes or have any incidents. Top 5 would be kind of a pipe dream that we'd need some help with as Enzo tries off track. We're going to need some help to get top 5, but you never know. If we're in 6th and we only need 1 spin or 1 issue with traffic or 1 throughput, or you never know. So we'll keep aiming for that, see what we can do here. I'm on about I don't know, maybe let's do some math here. 16 races or so that I finished in the top 4 now, the last 16. So it's been about 2 weeks. So we'll see if we can uphold that today. It's going to be tough. We're going to need some help for sure. But again, the main goal, first of all, I get past halfway, get my official participation on the books for this, and then we'll see what we can do. So rear tires down to 19 psi, front's down to 19.5. So
silly Cristiano.
Down to half a pound already. Not sure what's going on again back there. First gear start in this car easy, very long gears. Old style prototype. Tires continuing just to lose temp and pressure. We are ready. Very cold tires, have to be very careful here with these tracks that have full pace laps. I'm sure Road America is just about as bad as it gets if you remember back to that. So. All right, we are ready. Thank you for coming. Without further ado, let's have some fun.
You'll have that position in no time, Brett Holsall.
Good start. Hopefully we'll be able to get by Ryan here for turn 1. We're just smart and careful here. Do get up to 6th there, survive, stay on track. Very nice and patient. Light and smooth here through the first couple of corners. Hard to get the nose turned in there on very cold tires. We are alive in the way. Try to stay in the toe of Enzo and Jason here, just get up to speed as much as we can. Still just trying to get rolling here. Not run out wide there, drop a wheel this time, please and thank you. We managed to avoid that, but we did lose a little bit of time with a slight exit slide. Drive like we did in the LMDH there, run over that curb, which we managed to avoid this time. Again, big time rear end slide there, but still good, just getting some temp. It's gonna be side by side in the sunset ahead of us, so looks like Enzo might be on low downforce even. If we can hang on to any amount of tow here, would be good. Like 3 back to Ryan behind us, but we're up to 6th. Survived lap 1. Slide there, exit and entry to the left-hander. Nice open track ahead of us now, though, just dropping out of that tow, but it will mean we get to pick our braking point down here, which is good. Looks like Ryan's pretty fast behind us, actually, so definitely not going to be pulling away from him, but we have pulled away from the cars behind him ever so slightly. Oh, there's a spinner ahead of us that we are waiting for. Yeah, that's up to 5th for the moment. That was Jason. He'll probably come back up through here at some point, but he'll have some traffic to deal with to get there. So I was talking about, you just need one mistake, one little spin, and you're in position to capitalize. So front 3 are broken away. Looks like they're still together at least, though. So we'll see how it is once we get the traffic. Again, you're only 5 back to Ryan, but we'll see if we can pull away from Verdo and Jason and the rest of those guys. Other Jason is going to be who's coming through. I believe it's the 8 cars, so gotta stay watching for that. All right, P5. Continue to keep rocking here.
You're a fucking loser, Jason. Cop dickhead, you turned into me, wanker.
The Jasons are fighting back there. Interesting. I've very much lost all the cars ahead. Now it's just Ryan and I and Verdo just about hanging out in the back of us there, about 2 seconds back. Seems like I'm a little bit weak into and out of the hairpin there, actually. Probably a little bit weak in a lot of places, and it just kind of adds up, but still alive. All good. It's early. There goes Elder Jason, so there goes one of the cars that was faster than us ahead there. Definitely got really good speed here right behind us, or very even at least. Taking a little bit of a wider line for Sunset there. We actually got a decent exit that time. Did gap Verdo just a little bit that lap. 50.69. Decent lap I'm happy with. There we go. Good turn 1 again there. Just gotta string some good corners together, gain little bits, and if we're able to eliminate the threat from Verdo and the other cars behind that, I can just worry about Ryan. You know, start defending if we need to, that type of stuff. Just gotta break out far enough where they're not a threat anymore. So track position definitely very important in this series. Obviously, no pit stops, difficult to pass. Here, only about 3 good passing zones, especially in these high downforce cars. Traffic, of course, will also come into play once we get to the couple of 4 GTs in this race, and then obviously the bigger GT1 field. Those will become a factor at some point, even if they're a minor factor. Just gotta still navigate through them, so keep that in mind. Obviously, good to be the one to get there first and pick where you get to go. Sometimes it's easier to follow up on a track like this, where you have so many areas that really aren't passing zones, it's good to be able to get there first and choose to make the move or not. So. A little bit wide there, missed my corner. Just about kept you on the road, that was pretty tight. Definitely right up behind us again now though. Nice wide entry there. Front group all still together, so can produce some fireworks as we go, especially at the end and in traffic. I've just about pulled a comfortable gap back to 7th now. 4 seconds from Ryan back, so we're pretty evenly matched. He's definitely a little bit better than I am, but it's close enough that I have a shot to still try to put my laps together and hold him off, so it's good. For now, we'll see if he has some tire wear or anything else happen. Again, traffic, always a factor, so a little bit better through that corner that time. Still used just about all the track width.
No problem, Nicholas, don't worry.
Good, just barely. Struggle bus, I'm definitely not pushing 100%, but I feel like I'm on edge of what I can do safely and consistently. It's that tough, so definitely not an easy car to drive. Very fun car, not a difficult car to drive, but hard to get good speed out of and not make mistakes because it is again, older build and not quite as sophisticated. It doesn't have all the grip of a modern prototype for sure. So 50.47, pretty happy with that lap as well. Approaching Q lap speed then. Not sure if Ryan hit the inside wall. I don't think he did, but it was close. Hasn't really quite gotten back to my bumper on a straightaway long enough to make a pass after a couple laps ago there. Just gotta keep focusing on my exits to these high-speed corners. A couple long straightaways, make sure I get good drive off. Hopefully be far enough away that unless there's a big dive that we're gonna be safe. Not a great corner by me there, a little bit wide on the exit, but we're still safe from here. All those guys ahead still pretty tight together, so. That time again could just be some net code, some prediction code, but it looks like he's smashing the fence there on the inside of turn 1. I assume he's still okay. It looks like he's still okay. Still got a whole front nose, but he's obviously getting close enough to it that the sim thinks he's going to hit it, which is something, so. Something to keep an eye on. Dirty air can be weird back there, too. Not a great entry there. A little bit chicken in the brake zone. Just didn't quite feel right. Still good. Can't tell if he's just not able to quite make a move to make a pass, or if he's just kind of hanging out biding his time. But he just kind of always ends up right behind me. Like just far enough back that he can't make a big dive or anything. This will be the key here. He's much closer this time. Approaching the back straightaway. One of the Ford GTs has crashed apparently. Unfortunate. One less car we got past here on track. 50.2, that's a decent lap. Happy with that. Again, not nearly as fast as the front guys are running for sure. But decent lap. Again, can't quite tell if he's actually hitting that wall or not, but just catch a little bit of turn 2 curb there. Not perfect, but still alive. 50.2 in race trim. I know we're just about halfway, but I'm pretty happy with that. Lock up from the Corvette ahead. Hopefully we can make this pass here. Thanks, Nicholas. The other Ford GT about 9 seconds up the road. Again, Ryan is right up behind us. Actually got a pretty good exit there out of Sunset. Tough to go around the outside there. Valiant effort though. See where we catch this GT here.
For God's sake, Jason, you gotta keep it 3 times in the same race, man. Come on. You braked too early and I avoided you. It's better than running up your ass, mate. Come on, man. It's true, mate. And we're in a race anyway.
Close to a cut track right there. That was very close. Just turned in ever so slightly, trying to maximize it because I knew he was close behind. But still okay. Still surviving. Barely, but we're still surviving. Skating the rear tires. So difficult. Anytime we get a chance through a high-speed corner, just trying to dump dirty air on his nose. I know he's probably at least a little bit quicker. We seem to be relatively even, but he's probably a little bit faster. But if I can keep the track position and make him work for it, we have a shot to hold him off here. We're past halfway, so there's that. Yep, only 12.5 minutes to go. Well, another lap from now, we'll be at 1/3 left. Still okay if we can nail sunset. This could be a new best lap. It hasn't been perfect this last sector, but it's going to be a new best lap, just barely. 1:93. He's cutting it so close.
Man, what was that move? That was interesting.
Someone's dead. Looks like it's Enzo, but it looks like he's continued on. Let's see if he has damage or not as I blow that corner completely. He is not quite close enough to pounce yet. Gonna be under attack down here in the brake zone though. Gotta really nail this. Got through there decently, I guess. No pressure from behind for 7th, about 11 seconds or so.
Don't you do it, bro. You have your chance to pass me.
Got stuck a little bit there by Matthew, who was fighting me for some reason. Very strange. Again, these Corvettes are pretty fast down the straights. They just don't have anywhere near the braking cornering that we do. So, something you gotta keep in mind here. Cool paint scheme on the 23 though. Made a slight mistake there. We'll allow Ryan to get just about back up to us. Not a great turn one from either. Not make a mistake here this time. We didn't. We have a rear slide though. 9 minutes to go. Again, probably going to be 17 laps. So. Exit off of there. Keep him out of the draft range at least for a couple more straightaways. That'll help. Make him work hard, burn up his tires to get back to us first of all. Then deal with some more dirty air. Gap on the curb there, just slid the rear tires. Managed to hold on to it and save it though. Get most of the gap. So about 2 seconds ahead, so we're just going to get a sniff as it's Ryan behind. From us, obviously. And so over the curbs there. Help just a little bit more. Just about equidistant ahead and behind. Not sure if it was a mistake there, but we're up to about 2 seconds on Ryan. Either he's burned his tires off and he's struggling, or he's made some mistakes and just gotten out of the rhythm, but we've made a decent gap here. Traffic is kind of keeping us up on the back end, so here as he's making some mistakes as well, so it's helping us a little bit. He's getting actually blocked in here by Alexander a little bit. Shouldn't be a problem for us though to pass him on this next section, I would hope. Again, more time loss for Ryan there.
Dude, seriously?
A little bit of a dive there into 16, but we had to get that pass done on Alexander. Looks like Derek's had a spin behind, maybe some other cars, but still 2.5 seconds to Ryan, coming up to 6 minutes to go. About 4 laps here. So it is going to be 17 laps. Fastest lap there, 49.2.
Got 18.5 wheel damage.
2.5 seconds. A little bit of rear tire slide there. Could have been dangerous in turn 1. Ryan again gets held up by a GT. Really helped us out there. He was all over us and pressuring us for a lot of this, and he's really gotten, I say screwed, that's part of the deal in traffic, but he's really lost out in traffic here. Don't think we'll catch Andrew by the brake zone for the hairpin, so we'll just chill. Get him on the exit, hopefully. It's in there way deep, though. Just about kept it on track. Lost a little bit of time in that, but we're still good. Again, Ryan may catch him in a little bit of an awkward spot here, so. Kind of bummed. I was really enjoying that fight with Ryan there, keeping him at bay. He was definitely making me work for it and be perfect, so. Ryan lost a little bit of time there, just over 3 seconds now with 3 to go. Should be safe from that if no mistakes.
Good chase, Blasco. That was fun.
Kavanaugh spun from the lead, looks like with a lap car.
Come on, Kyle.
Interesting. See if John's damaged or not, if he's able to continue on. Could be a big development. He was the leader pretty much from the start. Unfortunate. That's awful. At least he's able to hold on to third for now. We'll see if his car is okay. I'll have to go back and watch that lap 15 for John. Should hand the lead there to Ryan and Manuel for the race for the lead, those two. Looks like John's car is still okay, and he's mostly back up to speed. 4 seconds now, the gap back to Ryan behind us in the 9 car. Great lap by Enzo there, 48.7. I guess we ran a 50.5 without really trying. 2 to go. Gotta get by Corvette of Kyle ahead, who we know has already had an issue. Again, we're not going to assign blame or fault until we see it, but we do know he was just involved in an incident about 1 lap ago, so possibly some damage. Won't catch him again here before the hairpin, but we'll get him off hopefully. Nice and easily, nice and smooth. Not sure exactly what GT1 pace is, but we're probably only about 6 or 7 seconds a lap faster than those guys, at least the fast ones. So. Seems like they're making a decent time. We probably won't even lap the leader. Not sure where he is, but with only 1 lap to go, we'll get through. Hunter and Raymond up ahead, try not to impact their battle. Yeah, the leader's way gone, so Wayne is far ahead by about 23 seconds. He's obviously the 1 car for a reason. Probably has a big IR number, so we'll have to see what that looks out like here when we're done. 1 to go, credit 1 bank, all the usual stuff. 4 seconds back is still the margin. Won't be caught from behind if we don't make any mistakes. We just gotta be nice and smart and smooth here on this last one. Not impact these 2 battling ahead of us here. As respectful as I could possibly be there. Get through those guys in a safe manner. Not impact their battle if I can avoid it, which I don't think we did, so that's good. So, it's not going to be keeping up the top 4 streak that we've had for a couple weeks here, but it'll be another top 5, which is still great. Happy with it. As again, the 10th I rated out of 13 HPDs in this split. We'll take a 5th. Again, we got the freebie we needed from Jason there on like lap 1 or 2, whatever that was.
Thank you.
Allow us to get up to here. We'll take it. We will take it. Great battle with Ryan. A little bit of traffic assistance my way again tonight, but lots of fun. Glad he got 6th place out of it and didn't die. Great battle, Ryan. That was a blast all race. Take that. Into sunset for the final time. Come on through. Nice straight exit. We'll plug the YouTube channel. Looks like they're pretty close behind us there for the GT1s.
Ah, damn. Good race, Raymond.
John's going to wish that he would support this YouTube channel if I go back and watch what happened to him in lap 15. Side in his favor, but now I'm tempted to just say it was his fault regardless. So go back and watch. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Again, a little bit of a different thing, similar premise to the LMDH and IMSA, but different thing completely. A lot of fun though, regardless, both fun. take that all day, every day. Happy with the performance, happy with the car, happy with my performance. Set was decent. Let's see what the tires were like as well here. Let's pull over. Don't need the bonus SR is what it is. Tires, 87, 89, 87, 88. So pretty good tire wear. We'll go see what happened on lap 15 here to John.
Good race, dude. That was fun.
Looks like Kyle was up in second place perhaps here when this happened. Yeah, looks like Kyle just got in there hot. Took out the leader, which can't really be making that mistake, but you know, it's just one of those deals. It's almost an exact copy of the empty box video here in the Spec Racer Ford from like 10 years ago. That's the, if you haven't seen it, go look up empty box. You've got to be kidding me. In the Spec Racer Ford, in this very corner, very similar situation. So Corvette just outbraked himself, got in there too deep. Probably was going to make the corner, but of course there was an HPD in the way that was entering much shallower angle, slower. So that's part of it. That's racing that happens, unfortunately, but. We'll take the 0x. It looks like Ryan behind us also had 0x. Good for him. The leading Ford GT had 0x. Keenan, one of the other HPDs, had 0x, and that was it. So where's Keenan? Back there. So 5, 6, 7 in the HPDs had 0x, and then the Ford GT winner. So I guess we will go look at what the iRating is of Mr. Bork, who is obviously very fast, and see what we gained and lost, and then we'll wrap this puppy up. All right, let's see. 1983 SOF, we gained 53 iRating, back up over 1700. Love to see it. Let's see. So Enzo is a 2-car. He's 4300 and some change. 6700 for Wayne. So that's probably why it was so damn fast. So our best lap, 50.1, about 1.7 seconds off of where Enzo was, but all the other HPDs looks like we're at basically a 49 flat. So only about 1.1 seconds or so off of the front three, which is good. Good pace. I'm happy with it. Enzo obviously is very fast, but made some mistakes, had some incident stuff, so we'll take that. We'll take another P5. That's a top 5 that we'd like to see, and I guess we'll take those anytime. So that's going to be it. Make sure you drop a like and a sub down below. Don't want to miss any of the action from iRacing, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, NASCAR Dirt Daytona, Camaro content, anything else I may post. So appreciate all the love and support as always. Until next time, bye.